So we gotta talk about Akainu, alright? Sakazuki. And just how dumb he is. Not just as, a character, but as a person, if you get what I'm trying to put down here. So basically, Sakazuki, from the jump, has been an absolute justice meat rider. Like, he almost killed Kobe just because he was talking to him weirdly during the war, and he said he wanted to end the war. He didn't want to keep fighting. So he kills a random Marine and he tries to kill Kobe. And then, yada, yada, yada. Shanks shows up, stops the war. The Marines are kind of pissed about it. They're like, no, we want to keep fighting. We're winning. We won. We should be the ones that take, Whitebeard and Ace's body. But I guess Son Goku, being the GOAT he is like, no, the war is over. We need to stop fighting. Sakazuki, back off. Everybody back off. Flash forward. He has that beef with Aokiji. Well, he's been had beef with Aokiji. They have that fight in Punk Hazard. Akainu ends up winning because fire beats ice. Well, magma beats ice. Kuzan leaves the Marines. Allegedly, we're still theorizing, that Kuzan is working undercover. Like, he's sword, but he's like sword. Like, he's deeper into the pirate conspiracy going on with Blackbeard and shit. A lot of people have been theorizing that the whole fight was, just to put on a show. Like, Akainu and Aokiji, the only reason they fought was to make it look like, alright, everybody knows we have beef, but the one that loses has to go deal with Blackbeard. And it looked better that Aokiji was the one that lost the fight, because he's always the laid back one, the most chill one, and you can tell he was always the one that would snap on Akainu over the crazy shit that he tried to pull, like in Ohara and all that stuff. Aokiji leaves the Marines, so don't really believe that. Leaves the Marines, joins. The Blackbeard pirates came to him. Blackbeard came to him and was like, "Hey man, you want to join my crew? It looks like you got fucked over by the Marines. I know you still hate Akainu over that, fight that you lost." And I just like how Oda's writing has made the admirals get what they want, but at the same time, it ends up biting them in the ass. Like, for example, Akainu. Akainu's whole thing was, I'm gonna rise up the ranks, so then I can make the Marines the way I want them to be, because they're not the way they should be right now. Sengoku's being too nice. Garp doesn't want to do anything. So let me rise up the ranks, become fleet admiral, and then I can do whatever I want. Then he realizes can't do whatever I want because the fleet admiral has to, kowtow to the Gorosei, and the Gorosei are really the ones that, end up making the decisions for everything in the world government, and by extension, also the Marines. So, that being said, Akainu isn't happy about that. He doesn't like the fact that he can't do anything. He has to sit behind a fucking desk all the time, and he's stuck. So I guess that's another reason why people are, throwing the Akainu Aokiji theory out there, where like, hey, Akainu can't do anything, but he has Aokiji as his, like, I guess, like, his secret agent, doing what Akainu would want to do as a regular free person. And Aokiji got what he wants because he's free. He's always been the free, laid back one, but he's so free that he ended up hanging around Blackbeard, somebody who does whatever he wants and will do whatever to get what he wants, if you get what I'm saying. And then we got Kizaru, where Kizaru, he doesn't know what to do. He just does what he's told. Well, he doesn't know what to do, but he ends up just doing whatever the government tells him to do. And he's, he just doesn't care. He's not as morally just as Aokiji would be, because Aokiji would be like, I'm not doing that if it involved hurting people innocently. Kizaru would be like, well, it's an order. I gotta do it. It's my orders. What can I do? He's big business. So Kizaru, that ended up biting Kizaru back in the ass, because, well, the world government told him to kill his best friend, and he ended up having to do it, and he didn't want to at all. So basically, the admirals are idiots, specifically Sakazuki.